Tonight on Entertainment News, President Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson may be no more. We have the latest.
Plus, we'll give you our takes on recent fashion trends.
And what's new with Scooby-Doo, the newest additions coming to the popular franchise.
It's Sunday, October 9th. This is WTOP Entertainment News. Hello and welcome to Entertainment News.
To fifth place in its third weekend out, earning just $3.5 million. The Woman King.
Hello and welcome to Entertainment News. I'm your host, Kanaya Mabry, and I'm joined by my panelists, Melinda Brancato and Kylie Wren. Now, how are you guys doing?
I'm doing good. This is my first time on Entertainment News, so I'm really excited to be here.
Excited to have you here. How are you feeling?
I'm doing well. This is also my first time. This is my first time on WTOP, so
Welcome.
I'm very excited.
We're glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Okay, let's get started. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, a beloved actor and businessman, announced that his presidency run was off the table. The announcement saddened many fans about not having a Rock for America. He said that while he loves the country and everyone in it, he loves being a father and that he wants his daughters to be his #1 priority during a critical time in their lives.
Beyonce is denying claims that she misused a riff from another band's song from her newest album, Renaissance. One song on the album, called Alien Superstar, features a tune similar to the 1991 hit called I'm Too Sexy by the band Right Said Freds. The band says she never asked them for permission to use the melody. Beyonce's team says not only did they give permission, they also paid to use it.
Singer Ed Sheeran surprised a fan this weekend when he gave the fan his lucky guitar. The 10-year-old fan said he's been playing guitar for 6 months. Sheeran didn't start playing guitar until he was 11. After his impromptu concert in England, Sheeran signed his guitar and gave it to his young musical fan. The fan said that he'll keep the guitar forever, and he can't believe the gift from Sheeran.
A family film about a singing croc went up against a horror flick about a killer grin at the weekend's box office. David Daniel looks at who's smiling this weekend.
Don't Worry, Darling fell to fifth place in its third weekend out, earning just $3.5 million. The Woman King moved down to fourth on ticket sales of $5.3 million. Amsterdam began its run in third place, debuting with $6.5 million.
This is my crocodile, Lyle.
Lyle Lyle Crocodile, loosely based on the classic children's books, opened in second place, biting off $11.5 million. Smile easily topped the chart for the second straight weekend, grossing $17.6 million for a 10-day domestic total of nearly $50 million. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
New movies, including Halloween Ends, are coming out this week to shake up the box office.
Quarterback star of the NFL, Tom Brady, and his wife of 13 years, Gisele Bundchen, have hired divorce lawyers to help them sort out any personal and financial issues of a divorce. Though no statements have officially been made, many have speculated the couple have been going through a bit of a rough patch, especially when it comes to his decision to return to the NFL after he decided to retire.
Charlie Puth has spoken out about his treatment with Ellen DeGeneres' now defunct music label 1111. This comes a few weeks after singer Grayson Chance claimed DeGeneres was, quote, manipulative, controlling, and blatantly optimistic. While Puth says his experience is not the same as Chance, he agrees that as a collective, no one was there for him. Puth also stated that he never directly had problems with the TV host herself.
After the long-awaited break, Saturday Night Live is finally back for its 48th season. Last night, the second episode of the season premiered with Brendan Gleeson as host and musical guest Willow. The show opened with cast member Bowen Yang hosting a game show that showcases how angry Americans can be. One of the skits included was poking fun at the scandal involving the Try Guys.
The release of a long-awaited trailer has fans practically breathing fire. David Daniel is back. More Hollywood news.
I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
More than 2 million people watched the live stream of the first teaser for the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Chris Pratt and Jack Black lead the voice cast of the animated adventure, which bounces into theaters next April.
I do not like postmodernism, post-apocalyptic settings, postmortem narrators, or magic realism. I do not like children's books, especially those with orphans, and I prefer not to clutter my shelves with young adult.
Kunal Nair says he did like the storied life of A.J. Fikri because the title role was not written for an Indian actor.
There was no mention of someone's ethnicity. He was just a person in a small town who owned a bookstore. And again, you know, the way I sound, the way I look, some of those roles are very far and few between. So to have an opportunity to show that I can do something like that was also part of the impetus to play this character.
The storied life of A.J. Fikri is in theaters today.
Hey, look, if it get dark now, you just ride it, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do I do that?
Here's your first look at Jennifer Lawrence and Brian Tyree Henry in Causeway, about two people helping each other through trauma and grief. The drama debuts in select theaters and on Apple TV Plus November 4th. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Queen Elizabeth's corgis, Munich and Sandy, are fitting in at their new forever home. Sarah Ferguson says that it is a big honor to look after the corgis after the Queen passed away last month. The dogs now live at the Royal Lounge in Windsor. According to Ferguson, the corgis brought the Queen lots of joy. Munich and Sandy were seen at the entrance of Windsor Castle last month during the Queen's funeral. Here in Oswego, it's been getting colder as we get further into fall. Let's take a look at what we can expect this week from Storm Team 10 meteorologist Brendan Rice.
Well, looking forward, we have a few weather headlines for you. First of all, for this next Monday, some more rainy skies moving into a beautiful Tuesday. The rain will continue to return later in this week with colder weather moving in next week. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Brendan. Coming up next on Entertainment News, Brendan is back with his full weather forecast, and we take a look back at some of our favorite looks from Paris Fashion Week.
Athletics. Aaron, there were 6 big points. This is the one you've been waiting for. This group has never beaten Cortland.
Getting started with some men's soccer as the Lakers had 2 conference matchups
For half of the Lakers' goals this entire season.
Offense is key. You talked all about scoring goals.
Good evening and welcome to WTOP 10 Nightly News.
For the governor race with a strong lead, former Governor Andrew Cuomo is...
Barlow announced the completion of a large building mural in downtown Oswego.
The renovations on the Hewitt Union Building, turning it into the new Hewitt Hall.
And as we move into tomorrow, that rain is going to be in our area.
Moving to the Diamond now, as Sweet Caroline got a lot sweeter last night.
Life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
We've been marinating chicken in all sorts of liquids for 24 hours. These are vitamins and minerals and things that you need, nutrients. The chicken speedy is a staple of our culture.
Hello, once again, I am Brendan Rice, your WTOP meteorologist for the night. Let's take a look at that forecast ahead and how we can have a rainy morning starting tomorrow. We're having some technical difficulties, it appears. Beautiful Tuesday, by the way. Moving forward, you're going to see, hopefully, the last week that we can look for going forward. Tonight, 10 p.m., cloudy skies moving towards drizzles and a shower tomorrow morning. Expecting some cooler temperatures in the 40s as high will remain in low 50s. Looking at current conditions, colder weather from Canada will be making its way into the States later this week. Warmer weather first moving up with a stationary front over the area. So rainy weather will be in and out of the area for the foreseeable future. Looking to tomorrow, 60s. That is not correct. Okay. Well, looking towards tomorrow, Monday morning, we'll be seeing some showers, temperatures in the 50s with mild wind conditions. Looking towards Tuesday, we will have sunnier skies, temperatures in the upper 60s with winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Probably one of the last nice days we'll have, so if you have the day off, I recommend going out, enjoying that fall weather. Moving forward, okay, apologies. Moving forward with our extended forecast, you can see that through later in the week, temperatures remaining in the 60s, dropping later towards the end of the week with showers expected Wednesday night and Thursday. This could be some heavier weather and heavier precipitation in the area, moving into a more calmer weekend and potentially a wetter week next week. We'll be looking more at that following up soon. Back to the desk.
Now back to more. Oh wait, thank you, Brendan, for that. Tonight we are reintroducing our segment called Hot or Not. In this week's edition to our Hot or Not, we will be showing celebrities' look from Paris Fashion Week. Then we'll decide if we think the looks are hot or not. To start us off, we have Zendaya, the face of Valentino. At Paris Fashion Week, Zendaya wore all black sheer Valentino covered catsuit, which she and her stylist Lauren Roach paired with metallic silver stilettos and dangly back earrings. To pull the look together, the star paired it with a black blazer with the same design. So what do we think of this look from Zendaya? I believe we have the wrong picture on the thing, but like I've seen Zendaya's look. I loved how effortlessly she was in it, like with the logo covering the majority of it, but it didn't look tacky. It looked clean and effortless, and I agree that it really works with her vibe. What do you think?
I think Zendaya always brings her A game to any kind of carpet she arrives at or any fashion show she makes her name at. So, I mean, again, that sleek back black look, we talk about that blazer, it's always clean. I love a good blazer. Favorite type clothing.
What about you, Kaylee?
I think I have to agree with you there. Zendaya's always bringing her A game to all these shows. She's always slaying, popping it off. She's one of those celebrities, she can wear something. It could be not a great outfit, but she's still pulling it off.
I think the black might have been a safer look for her. I mean, we've seen her with some bold outfit choices and even haircuts. I remember back when she got a mullet, and that was a big headline that happened.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I like the way it looked on her. The catsuit was very slimming. I would say it was a bit scandalous, as like the blazer seemed to be the only thing cover her top half. She had like little black shorts on under it.
It's a moment.
It is a moment. It is a moment.
We're here for it. Bella Hadid acted as the 15-minute closing spectacle to the Coperni show of Paris Fashion Week. The model's spray-painted dress was created live in front of the Fashion Week crowd. The fashion designer Manel Torres achieved the look by inventing a liquid polymer to spray directly onto the model. Many are comparing this experience to the 1999 Alexander McQueen show, where model Shalom Harlow was spray-painted by 2 robotic arms while wearing a white dress. So, talk about skin tight. What do we think of this outfit?
Okay, I have known a bit about like the spray-on materials in clothing. I remember when they did it on Mythbusters and on a few of like those other shows, and how they were like spray-on clothing supposed to be the next big thing, but it actually did take a few years for it to actually take off the way it did now, especially on the runway stage. That's a big introduction to, we might be seeing spray on clothes. I wouldn't say for the everyday life, but definitely for like the 1%, it would probably be like a bigger thing.
For sure. Kylie?
I think it was really cool that she sprayed it on like right on the runway. That would be something interesting to see.
Definitely very daring.
Yeah,
for sure.
very daring, for sure. So yeah, I think that's something we'll definitely be seeing more. I don't know if I'd ever try it out.
I know that this was a polymer that the designer actually created. It's called Fabricant, and it's a non-woven aerosol. So again, she came out basically in her underwear and just was sprayed live in front of all these people. A lot of guts, a lot of gall. There it is right there, ladies and gentlemen. Again, it's very clean. You can tell the look, it's simple, but it was meant to turn heads. And again, this was something done similarly in a while back with the Shalom model. She was spray painted by these robots, and she was wearing a white dress, so I think that was almost another omen to that.
I think it was the perfect way to end Paris Fashion Week.
And to wrap up our segment, we have the model Ashley Graham in a head-to-toe hot pink look. Graham rocked the look during Paris Fashion Week while attending the Levin Women's Wear show. The model paired her satin ruched gown with a pink boxy purse. All right, what are your thoughts on this look?
I have been seeing the bright pink moment everywhere, like head to toe bright pink outfits. I know Erykah Badu had like a long cape with pink feathers. I'm very curious to find like the source of this, but I've seen like a lot of people execute it fabulously, a lot of people not as much, but I am saying like I like to see like the hot pink moment that we're all going for.
I definitely agree. Pink is like one of my favorite colors. I absolutely love it. So I love to see that monochrome look on people as well. So to see how it's very well coordinated, the boxy purse is just a nice accessory addition to the outfit itself. I thought it was very well put together.
Right, pink is also my favorite color, so I was very excited to see the outfit.
Coming up after the break, we're talking all things Scooby-Doo, a new show, a new movie, and plenty of new hot takes. We'll be right back after the break.
I'm Donna.
And this is the Sunset Show. Grab your low-rise jeans because we're taking it back to the 2000s.
Let's go, girls.
Uggs and low-rise jeans.
Together.
One of the boys. Boy.
Sorry, it's my agent. He told me that you're canceled.
Shebangy, shebangy, shebangy.
Welcome to the burial ground. Must-see also in all of sports entertainment.
Welcome back to the Countdown Lake Show, where we talk about anything and everything going on in our lives and yours.
Well, my birthday was November 13th, so it's been quite some time.
I think at the end we saw him get up.
I did that.
It's a winner, and I did bring sweater for everyone.
There you go!
I know your dreams.
You started the paper throwing, just the immaturity. You lost before you even argued.
Pretty insane that the Clippers, 10 of the last 11 postseasons, they're in there.
Welcome back to WPOT 10 Entertainment News. Let's jump into some spooky season entertainment news. With Halloween just around the corner, some of your favorite Halloween characters are making their comeback in new movies and shows. Fan favorite Scooby-Doo is getting a new movie in 2022 and a new series in 2023 called Velma.
HBO Max is set to release their new Velma streaming show in 2023, starring Mindy Kaling as Velma. The show is receiving backlash for Velma being South Asian and Shaggy now being named Norville and African American. Mindy herself has responded to some of the backlash, saying that she is, quote, constantly surprised by reactions to everything on social media. All right, what are your thoughts on this?
I don't understand, like much like with Haley Bailey playing the new Ariel, I don't understand people's controversy to characters being played by different races. I can understand like if there was like something behind it or like culturally important to the show, but I don't get like the expressive need to care about what the races are of animated characters or like characters that don't exist in the real world.
I agree. I think it's good to see more representation, especially in media like such as this. And I agree with you. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't understand why people are upset because it doesn't have anything to do with the plot of the character. It's just giving children out there who are watching these shows somebody else to look at who look like them.
That was both very well said by both of you, and I agree. It doesn't. The race doesn't have anything to do with the plot. It's just media for the children. So it shouldn't be such a big fuss, like you said. You mentioned with the Little Mermaid drama with Halle Berry and everything. So, along with the new show, Scooby-Doo is getting a new movie called Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo. To fans' delight, Velma has been confirmed to be part of the LGBTQ+ community in the new movie. Velma is seen crushing on new character Coco in clips and trailers of the movie. Fans couldn't be more happy about Velma finally being confirmed as gay, as her sexual identity has always been something speculated by fans. Personally, I'm pretty excited to see this new movie. I've always loved Scooby-Doo. What about you guys?
I know the internet has always hinted that Velma was gay, like that she was, and like I'm proud of them for like taking the leap into making her now a part of the LGBT community. I think it's really nice.
I do too, and I think that kind of goes along with those next steps about why people are upset in the first place, because again, it's just more representation. My only question is, why not Daphne? That's my only qualm with it.
They could have been a cute couple, yeah. And that's the rundown for all things Scooby-Doo. Coming up next in entertainment news, we break down the biggest controversy in entertainment today. We'll be back with more news after the break.
Now it is time for Black Card Revoke. Like, what's this apology about now?
At least that's what I feel like. I don't know. I thought it was cute. You know?
I thought it was too.
Yeah. Okay, so what about this black lace ensemble? You did a little song.
Yeah, I see it.
You did a little something.
Tell me your name, girl.
Yes.
I'm gonna figure it out though.
But it won't breathe to the swag. Yeah.
And
I'm Donna.
And this is the Sunset Show. Grab your low-rise jeans because we're taking it back to the 2000s.
Let's go, girls.
Uggs and low-rise jeans.
Together.
One of the boys. Boy.
Sorry, it's my agent. He told me that you're canceled.
Shebangy.
Welcome back to the Kind of Lake Show, where we talk about anything and everything going on in our lives and yours.
Well, my birthday was November 13th, so it's been quite some time.
I think at the end we saw her get up.
I did that.
It's a winner, and I did bring a sweater for everyone.
Here you go!
I know your dreams.
You started the paper throwing, just the immaturity. You lost before you even argued.
Pretty insane that the Clippers, 10 of the last 11 postseasons, they're in there.
Welcome back to WTOP 10 E-News. Let's jump right back into some hot discussions.
The Try Guys, a comedy group known for trying new things, have made headlines over the past couple of weeks. The group is firing one of their core 4 members, Ned Fulmer. Fulmer made a brand for himself within the group as the wife guy, meaning he often mentioned his love for his wife in content. The Try Guys say they fired Fulmer, involving himself in what Fulmer called a, quote, consensual workplace relationship, end quote, which violated company HR policies. I need to know what you guys think, because it's ridiculous. I mean, SNL in their most recent skit, they're keeping up, and they've even put it in there. So what do you guys think?
When it comes to the agreement, I feel like everyone's talking about the power dynamic because she worked under him and like how she was actually been engaged for 10 years to her current partner. And I believe like a lot of stuff has been said in like the terms of like he did cheat on his wife and he didn't get fired from his job, and that's
Kylie, your thoughts?
I was quite shocked when I first heard about this because I used to be a big fan of the Try Guys, and Ned always made it clear how much he loved his wife.
Especially, yeah.
Now,
it's disappointing as a fan, and I understand why some people are taking it personally almost. And I think that they've done a really good job about making clear what their policies are and how they're going to handle this situation moving forward.
In some other news, I believe that
it's just quite shocking about what they're, doing.
Like, I remember they all made the video about how like they're disappointed in him a bit about like his infidelity and how like it affected them.
Absolutely, and he's not the only celebrity in recent news.
Yeah, in other news, Adam Levine and his wife Bahati Prinsloo have been seen having a beach day with their daughters. Despite the cheating scandal between Levine and many other women who have come out about his infidelity, Prinsloo has not said much about these claims. Instagram model Summer Stroff had claimed to have had an affair with Levine. Although he denied any physical interaction with her, he admitted to using, quote, poor judgment in speaking to anyone other than his wife in a flirtatious manner. If they really have worked things out, Adam and his wife, I mean, good for them, especially because they have children involved, but personally, I would have dropped that man quite quickly if he was saying those things. What are your thoughts?
Me personally, I would like to see people be more upset at Adam Levine himself. I see a lot of people attacking the girl like, oh, she should have knew better, she should have understood he was married. He is a grown man and he's been married to his wife and had children with her. I believe that in adultery we tend to attack when the woman involved, when he himself knew he was married.
That's fair enough, and I think, again, it's another one of those things with the trope of the wife guys, like, nobody can really trust these people out there. The people who are speaking the loudest about how much they love their wife are the ones who are out there cheating on them. So it's, that's frustrating, but that's all I have to say about that.
And that's our show for tonight. I'm Kanaya Mabry.
I'm Alita Brancato.
And I'm Kylie Wren.
And we'll see you in 2 weeks for another edition of Entertainment News. Have a great night, everyone.